Welcome to your Foundations of Yoga 2 class. The purpose of this class is to build on the poses that we explored in the Foundations 1 class, but with the opportunity to try on some different variations and a couple new poses as well. With any class that we offer here, the key is to listen to your body. I want to empower you to follow my cues that suit you and leave the ones behind that do not. This is yoga practice, not yoga perfect, so you're not supposed to look any certain way. The goal is to feel the sensation, feel the grounding, feel the connection with your body, rather than strike the yoga pose. For everyone, no matter if you're taking this class standing on the mat or sitting in a chair, please grab a pillow, yoga blocks or large books, a strap or a gait belt or a clothing belt that you might have at home, a comfortable thick surface like a yoga mat or a nice practice on a rug, a chair that you'll be sitting in, and an additional stabilizing surface such as a chair or a wall or a countertop nearby so that you have something to hold on to. You can pause the video here and gather those things, set up your space, and we'll meet together either sitting on the mat or sitting in your chair. Good, so welcome everybody. We'll start class, just soften your gaze, tune inwards. Without changing anything about your breath right now, just notice how your inhales and your exhales are moving. Notice the quality and duration of your breath. Without judgment, just a check-in. You can soften your gaze or look towards the floor, close your eyes completely if that feels good. And to start, just begin to shift your weight side to side and make that movement smaller and smaller until you find a nice even position between your sits bones. And then do the same thing, leaning forward and back, and make that movement smaller and smaller until you find your center. Good, breathe in here, breathe out. This is your neutral pose, a pose you can come back to at any time during class. We'll come back to it often between poses that we're doing. Just know that this space right here is always here for you. Throughout this class, we'll explore new poses. So we'll close our eyes together here to set our intention for class. I invite you to be brave today, to try on something new. Find a variation that you might not have thought was available, but with the props and setup we have, maybe it's there for you today. So I invite you within your own safety and exploration, be brave. Inhale to seal our intention, and exhale, sigh it out. Now seal your lips, inhale, and exhale through your nose. From here, you can begin to cultivate your Ujjayi Pranayama. This is a breath of victory. So create a slight constriction in the back of your throat. So as you breathe in and breathe out, you create this oceanic sound with your breath. I invite you to stick with this breath through class. It can help connect the mind and body with this audible breath. But if it doesn't suit you, please let go of it at any time. So inhale together and exhale. We'll move into child's pose. So if you're on the mat, come into a kneeling position. Draw your toes together to touch, your knees out wide. And if you're sitting in a chair, find a stabilizing surface in front of you. Wherever you are, it can feel good to have a little bit of support under your chest. And then reach your hands forward. Wherever you are, relax your head. Sink your hips down towards the surface of the mat or the chair. And just breathe. Another option to take today is Embryo Pose. So all you need to do is move your hands behind you so that they're facing up, either resting on your lower back or kind of wrapping and grabbing at your heels. Whatever feels okay for your shoulders. Good. If you're sitting in a chair, you can hold the back of the chair. It's a little different position for your arms. Whatever feels comfortable, find that here and breathe in and breathe out. And slowly, with control, move your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up to sitting. Good. And here we'll find some neck rolls. So begin to drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. You can stay right here if that feels good. You can kind of shift your chin towards your collarbone or back, look up towards the ceiling. Find a little spot with tightness. And then take your right hand and just gently, just rest it on the top of your head by your ear. Without yanking and pulling down, just let the gravity of your hand resting there accentuate the stretch. And if you want a little more, you can take your left hand and reach it down towards the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, and then just slowly release your right hand without moving your neck and just take a slow neck roll. So bring your chin down by your sternum and then your left ear toward your left shoulder, back and around, look up towards the ceiling. If for any reason looking all the way up at the ceiling doesn't feel good, you can just move your head side to side in this kind of half circle down in front of you. Good, take one more. Meet me in neutral position. Good. And we'll take the other side. So relax your left ear toward your left shoulder and sink your shoulders away from your ears. Create more space here. Once again, just explore a little bit. Maybe find that spot with discomfort and tightness. And then place your left hand on top of your head, kind of right by your ear. Without pulling down on your head at all once again, but just let that gravity kind of do the work and accentuate the stretch. For a little more, you can activate your right hand and push the floor away, push into the air and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Kind of play with the position of your head and neck a little bit just to get a little deeper. Just slowly release that hand down from the top of your head, back towards your side or in your lap, and take those neck rolls to the left. Slowly release your chin toward your chest and then over to the right and then up and around. I can invite you to make the determination if it feels right to take these whole circles or take half circles. Right, because you're in charge of what feels good in your body and how you want to move. My cues are just an offering, an invitation of things you can try. Good, take one more together. And meet me in a neutral position when you're done. Awesome. We'll move into cat-cow so that we're beginning to sync our breath with our movement, okay? So either sitting in a chair, set up in your neutral pose, so knees stacked over, your ankles, hips are nice and grounded, sit up nice and tall, or you can take this sitting on your mat in a cross-leg position or in a tabletop position where your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and your hips stacked over your knees. Let your feet go long behind you. Everybody, Squeeze your belly button in and up so you find length in your spine supported by the front body. Good. Now, inhale, cat pose. Release your belly. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Look up. Exhale, cat. Push your thighs, the floor away. Round and curl your chin to your chest. Separate your shoulder blades. Good. Inhale, cow pose. Sink your belly. Lift your gaze. Exhale, cat. Round and curl, chin to chest. Kind of gaze up right at your belly button. Good. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift your gaze. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, round and curl. Create space in your upper back, your lower back. Good. Now inhale, come back to neutral. Sit up nice and tall and begin to find circles. So we can do this in sitting or standing. First, lean your body forward to the right or down towards your right hip. Bring your body forward towards the left and then back around. Good. You can see Kyle is kind of swinging his hips down from one heel to the other. You can do this in a sitting position, kind of shifting your weight forward. And then bring your back around, kind of using your legs for leverage if you're sitting. Good. We'll switch direction of your circles wherever you are. So bring your weight forward. And then back and around, slowly moving with your breath, right? So every inhale, you kind of come forward. Every exhale, sink your weight back and around. But take 2 more on your own. Notice how you can sync your breath with your movement and how that can feel centering and grounding for you. Good. And when you're all done, we'll come back to a neutral position. And if you're on the mat, come into a seat or sitting in a chair. Just find your neutral position. I'll join you in a chair, Sheila. Good. And from here, we're working to take some shoulder rolls just to warm up the spine here. So sit up nice and tall wherever you are. And place your right hand on your hip or down on the floor by your hip, or if it's accessible, you can hold on to the side of the chair. Inhale, reach your left arm up over your head. Then exhale, lean your body to the right, palm facing the floor, and energize through your fingertips. Good. Try to relax your left shoulder away from your ear. And notice if you're kind of rounding forward, trying to get deeper into the pose, work to lift your body up so that you can find more opening in the front of the chest. You might come out of the side bend a little bit. Just notice how that may change the sensation of the pose. Good. Now inhale, use the whole inhale to rise up and place your left hand on your hip, your thigh, or the outside of the chair. Inhale, reach your right arm up overhead. And if this is too much, you can always take a goalpost arm position. Good. Inhale, find length. Exhale, side bend to the left. Wherever you are, reach your hand down towards the floor. Ground your right hip in towards your surface that you're sitting on, so a chair or the mat. Good. Inhale, find length. Exhale, sink it just a little deeper. Good. Now inhale, ride the whole length of your exhale to come up to sitting. Excellent. Inhale to neutral. Good, yeah. Exhale to ground down. So sit up nice and tall to prepare. We'll take a twist. So place your left hand on the outside of your left knee. Left. Yeah, good. Awesome. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. You're gorgeous. Exhale, twist towards the right. So ground your hips down and then twist from your belly button towards the right side of the room. You can place your hand on the outside of your right hip. You can grab onto the base of the chair or the back of the chair if you want a little more. An additional arm variation is to wrap your right arm towards your lower back. So the back of your hand touches your lower back. Good. If you're super bendy here and you want to grab for the outside of your thigh, go for it. But if that can be a little much on the shoulder, so make sure you're staying in a place where the twist feels deep but accessible. Good. Inhale, find length. Lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale, squeeze your belly button and twist just a little deeper. Good. Now slowly, without slingshotting out, come all the way back to center. Good. Unwind, unwind. Gorgeous. Good. Find neutral. Sit up nice and tall. And exhale, place your right hand on your left knee. Find length once again through the crown of your head. And exhale, twist over to the left. Hand placement, you can place your hand on your left thigh, your left hand grabbing onto the back of the chair, pushing into the mat outside your left hip, grabbing onto the back of the chair, or you can take that half bind where the back of your palm rests on your lower back. You can get real crazy and go all the way towards your hip, but that might feel a little much in the shoulder, so I recommend staying closer to the lower back. Go with every inhale, find length. Exhale, twist just a little deeper. Squeeze your belly button in. Good, and without slingshotting, inhale, just slowly release. Beautiful. Everybody feel nice and warm through the spine? Good. We'll take our Sun Salutation A. So this is where we begin to sync our breath with our movements here, okay? We'll take it slowly together one time, and then we'll take it one breath per movement. So if you're sitting on the mat, work your way up to standing, whatever way feels comfortable for you. Use your props in your chair to stand tall. And if you're working this in standing, have your chair kind of nearby, just so it's there for balance if you want. If you're sitting down in the chair, find neutral pose. And if you're standing, yes, place a block by you. It could be helpful in a moment. Stand with your feet about hip-width distance apart. Have a little bit of softness in your knees without locking your knees. And let's just ground in because we just did so much change in position. So do those little rocks side to side and forward and back, and just find that neutral position. Good. Squeeze your belly button in and up. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up overhead. Good. If you're standing, lift your kneecaps up firm through your legs. Everyone, squeeze your belly button in and up, your lower rib cage down and in. Soften your shoulders, but energize through your fingertips. Good. Now exhale, goddess arm backbend. So move your arms into a cactus or a goalpost position. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, gaze up. Good. Inhale, mountain pose. Lift up, come back up. Exhale, forward fold, release. So begin to spider crawl your fingertips down your thighs. If you're standing, bend your knees a lot. You can reach your mat towards the floor or place a block under your hand so that it brings the floor a little closer to you. Good, and if it's accessible and feels good, if you're sitting in the chair, reach all the way to the floor. If not, you can always cross your arms and rest your elbows on your knees. Good, everyone inhale, halfway lift. So place your hands on your knees or your thighs. Extend the crown of the head forward. With a flat back, gazes forward and down, about a foot in front of your feet, wherever you are. Exhale, forward fold, release. Just let the day spill out of the crown of your head here. Now one big movement, inhale, rise, mountain pose. Reach your arms up overhead. Squeeze your belly button in, but continue to soften your shoulders down. And exhale, palms together, heart center, down in your lap. Beautiful, everyone. So we'll take this 2 more times, moving together, syncing our breath with our movement. Don't worry, I got all the words for you. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, goddess arm back bend. Cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up. Inhale, mountain, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, release. Hinge at your hips, lower down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, big movement, mountain. Rise up. Energize through your fingertips. Exhale, palms together, heart center, good. Go one more time. Inhale, mountain, reach up. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, big movement, mountain. Exhale, goddess, because I forgot it before. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, bring your palms together, heart center. Good. Yoga practice, guys, not yoga perfect. It's all good. All right, shake that out, let it go. Good job, everybody. If you are sitting in a chair, stay. If you are working on the mat, work your way down to a seated position on the mat. This is a place where you want to start to gather your props. So grab your strap and we'll place it around the outside of your foot. So we're working to open up the back body here, the back of the leg and your lower back. So either sitting in a chair, you can straighten one leg out in front of you. Good, you can place the strap around your foot. Or if you're sitting on the mat, you can do one leg at a time with some support under your knee, or you can straighten and do both legs together. Keep a nice bend in your knees if you're doing both legs together to start, and sit up nice and tall. Good, so you can stay right here. Or if you're sitting in a chair, you push your leg into the strap so you can lift your leg up. You can work to straighten your legs if you're doing both legs. Or if you're sitting in this position with your legs straight, you can just begin to hinge forward at the hips to accentuate the stretch more. Good, breathe in, breathe out. We want to take our time here to protect the hamstrings. So don't just hinge forward right into it, right? If you feel some sensation that maybe is, getting pretty loud and changing the cadence of your breath, just back out a little bit. Good, inhale. And exhale. On your inhale, move your legs and come back up to a seated position. Release that pose. Now, if you're sitting on the mat and you took both legs together, you can either take this again, or you can find this from a different staff pose setup. So from seated, place the strap around your left foot. Got it, Sheila? Good. Or straighten your left leg long in front of you, or sit staff pose with both legs out long in front of you. And your hands by your hips, fingertips facing forward. Wherever you are, inhale, lift up. And exhale, if you're sitting, either lift your right leg up with the strap or lean forward, offer your heart toward your ankles. Now, you might not go very far here. I'm getting a ton of sensation. So I'm going to back out a little bit. But maybe if you want to go a little deeper, if you have the strap, you can kick into the strap, pull it back, lift your foot up. Good. Wherever you are, take another deep inhale in. Deep exhale, empty your lungs. And good. Wherever you are, inhale, just begin to release your legs, come back to center. Awesome. So we'll move into a figure 4 stretch. This is also a good place for the strap if we want it. Kyle will demonstrate this, I think, laying on your back. So come on down to your back. Place your right ankle over your left. You can stay right here. If you're laying on the mat, you can cross your right ankle over your left thigh. If it's accessible and feels good in your body, you can work to move your right foot on top of your left. You can use the strap, beautiful Sheila, to help lift it up there. If you want a little more For if you're laying on the mat, you can thread your arms through the little hole and pull your knees in towards your chest. Wherever you are, flex your toes back towards your knee. Yes, you can use the strap to pull your knees in. Flex your toes back towards your knee, wherever you are, to protect the hip as it opens up. Just notice if you feel this in your hips, your lower back. And if at any point, this can be really intense for some people. If it feels like too much, you can back out of it and change the position of your feet. Always give yourself permission and the bravery to do that. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, slowly release. So come out of it the way you came in. Slide your leg down your shin and then release it towards the floor. Good. We'll take it on the other side. So either cross your ankle over your left ankle over your right in front and stay here if that's a good opening. Or use the strap or pull and begin to work your ankle across your thigh, or from a supine laying down position, you can move to draw your knee in towards your chest. You can use your arms or you can use the strap, whatever feels better for you. Everybody flex your feet back towards your knee just to protect the hip. If you're sitting and want to go a little deeper, you can begin to fold forward a little bit. You can, from a laying down position, push your knee out ever so slightly. Just again, notice what sensations are talking to you and what pose and what variation feels right in your body. And now inhale, come back up, kind of slowly work your way out of this pose. Good, and come back into a neutral position. If you're laying down on the mat, work your way up to sitting. Good. And just work your way up into a standing. So you can use the chair, come onto your side. And if you're sitting on the mat, on the chair, just find that neutral pose again. Sit up nice and tall. Good. Stand on facing the long edge of your mat. Have a nice wide stance from standing. Good, and for those of us sitting in a chair, we'll begin to take a wide stance with our feet. Yes, gorgeous. Wherever you are, just turn your right foot out towards the right side of the room. Good, and then check in with your heel so that it's in line with the arch of your left foot. You can stay here, or you can straighten your left foot back towards the back of the room. Good, that's good, Sheila. Awesome. Wherever you are, you can hold on to the chair for balance, or inhale, warrior two. Lift your arms up so they're in line with your shoulders. And firm your arms so that if someone came up and pushed on your arms, no one would be able to do it. Good. Gaze over your right middle finger. Feel fierce. Feel brave and strong. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now inhale, reverse warrior. So flip your palm up to face up. And then inhale, reach up and back towards the back of the room. Good, now you don't have to go very deep in this side bend. You can use the chair, or you can lightly rest your left hand on the back of your thigh. Good, inhale here. Exhale here. Good, now inhale, come up through warrior two for a brief second, then exhale, extended side angle. Place your right forearm on your right knee and lift your left arm up towards the ceiling, any amount. Good, you can just lift it straight up or reach forward towards the right side of the room. We'll take a little flow here. So inhale, reverse warrior, flip your palms, reach up and back, tick-tock towards the back of the room. Exhale, extended side angle, reach your right arm down towards your thigh, rest on your forearm, and reach your Left arm up to the sky or all the way up overhead. Good. Inhale, reverse. One more time. And exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward or up. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. And slowly relax your hands down. And we'll shift and take it on the other side. Good work, everybody. So shift your left feet, your left toes to face the left side of the room or to the front of your mat. Good, Sheila. And then extend your left foot all the way out to the side. Awesome. Check in with your heel-toe alignment. So is your heel in line with the arch of your back foot? If you are standing, you don't have to be. It's just a recommended thing to check in with. Place your hands in your hips and rotate them towards the front of the room. Good. Now, if you're standing, sink into your front knee just a little bit. Good. Everybody's got their legs set up. Inhale, warrior two. Reach your arms up and out to the side. Gaze over your left shoulder, your left fingertips. Check in if someone came and pushed down on your arm. No one would be able to push it down. You're so engaged here. Feel fierce gazing over your shoulder or your middle finger. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now flip your left palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Let your right hand rest either on your hip or on your back thigh or on the chair in front of you. And reach your left arm up and back. Good. Good. Find length in your left side body. That's the sensation we're going for here. Any amount. Good. Now inhale, sneak through warrior two. And exhale, extended side angle. Place your left forearm on top of your left thigh. Good. And reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Spread your fingers apart wide, so we're engaging all the way through our arm. Good. Inhale, you can gaze up at your fingers. You can reach your arm by your ear and your fingers towards the front of the room. Good. We'll flow here between those two movements. So inhale, tick-tock your arms up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Reach your right arm up. Good. Inhale, reverse. Reach up and back. Find length in your left side body. And exhale, extended side angle. Use your forearm to support you. Reach towards the front of the room. Nice. And then inhale, come back up to warrior two. And exhale, heel your feet together to touch. Good. Whew, everybody feel warm? I do. All right, now that we're all warm and engaged here, we're gonna take a balancing pose, okay? So there's a lot of different variations we can do here. From a seating position, you can take a block and put it under your foot. You wanna go this high? Good. And then work to open the thigh out towards the side of the room. You can draw your palms together at heart center if that feels good. If you're standing, you can place your right foot on the block by your ankle, or rest your foot on your ankle. You can do this from a sitting position too. If you want to go a little higher, you can place your foot on your calf or on the inside of your thigh if you're going there. If you can use the chair for support, be brave, have a little balance, bring your palms together at heart center. One or both, up to you. Wherever you are, inhale, squeeze everything in towards the midline, the center of your body. Push your foot down into the block or your thigh, your leg into your foot and your foot into your leg. Hone everything in. Feel grounded and rooted through the floor here as you lift to rise up. Good. Inhale, one more. And exhale, release. Shake that out. Good. Then we'll take it on the other side. So shift the position of your props if you have them, if you were using them. So inhale, tree pose. So place do you want to hear? Your foot, yes, good, on your block, on your left, and then open your knee out to the left. Gorge. So you can place your foot on the block, or you can rest your foot on your ankle, your calf. Good. Once you feel balanced and grounded here, you can draw your palms together at heart center, just one or both, up to you. Inhale. And exhale, good. It takes a lot of bravery to try on these new things. And to be brave, we have to be able to ground down and rise up to try something new. That's something we can practice physically and embody in this pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale, squeeze everything to the midline. And exhale, release, shake it out. Gorgeous, everybody. Good, so we'll begin to cool down here, okay? So if you're standing on your mat, turn and face the long edge of your mat. And just take a nice wide stance with your legs. Either sitting in the chair or standing. Wherever you are, inhale, reach your arms up out to the side, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open through the chest, gaze up. If you want a little more, you can bend your elbows and really take this into a back bend. Good, inhale. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. So bring your arms out to the side, put your hands on your thighs and slowly work to lower yourself down. If you're standing, you can place your hands down your thighs or onto the chair in front of you. Good. Shift your weight forward into your toes. So you are firming through your legs to protect the backs of your legs as you open up. Can also feel good if you want it on the chair to place your hand on the block, only if that feels right for you. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more. Now slowly, with control, you can either spider crawl fingertips or use your core strength on your inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Good, bring your palms together, heart center. And toe heel your feet back in to the middle. Keep this out the way. Good, if you're standing, work your way down to the mat. Use the chair to help you down. We'll just move into a couple folds before we take rest. So we'll take a bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. So bring your feet together to touch and let your knees come out wide. You can play with the position of your feet here, so you can go either in front of you a little or a little behind you. You can place blocks under your knees if you're sitting on the mat. And it might be also nice to put a pillow under your head or have another block on your feet. And if you're sitting and want to get a little more, you can have a pillow on your lap and just kind of lean forward and down. Good, wherever you are, find rest. Breathe in and out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Let gravity do the work as we begin to soften here. Inhale, slowly come back up to a sitting position. And we'll move to another, just a gentle twist. I'll take this out of your way. Good, so if you're sitting in the chair, scoot your hips back so that the chair is really supporting you. And if you are on the mat, it might be nice to throw a pillow behind your head, just something to rest on. So place your feet on the mat if you're down there, and just drop your knees to the right. If you're sitting, let's just turn our upper bodies to the right, just like we did at the beginning of class. We're really reclining on that chair, using that chair to support us, hold us as we twist here. Good, if you're laying on the mat, you can let your arms go out wide. It can also feel good to put a block between your knees, or you can place your hand on the outside of your legs so you just feel supported here as you open. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, come back up to center. And if you have a block between your legs, you can just leave it right there if that feels right for you. Every side's different though, so explore what feels right for you. Inhale, find length if you're sitting. Exhale, twist to the left. Let your legs go down to the left. If you want to, you can put a block under these knees as they go to the side. And gaze over to the right. Good, keep breathing in and out. We're not really forcing the twist here in our seat. Just letting gravity do the work here. One more inhale. One more exhale. And slowly move your way back to a seated position. Now, come back up to neutral and get ready for Shavasana. So we'll squeeze everything in. Give yourself a nice big hug, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Then exhale, final Shavasana, take rest. So let your feet go long in front of you. Let your arms hang heavy or rest in your lap. Just get comfy here to breathe and rest. No need to channel the breath in any particular way now. Just notice your inhales and your exhales. Breathe in, and breathe out. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Relax your feet. Relax your calves. Relax your thighs. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands. Relax your throat. Relax your mouth. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your scalp. Take this opportunity of total stillness and relaxation. Just notice the bravery it takes to be here in this vulnerable, completely relaxed state. You've done the work, you've made it. Just take one more minute here to integrate all the hard work you've done in your body today. Begin to notice the breath moving in and out of your nose. Just a little space right there. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Graze your thumb across your fingertips. To rock your head from side to side, slowly just waking up the body. If you're on your back, move your knees in towards your chest and roll onto your side, fetal pose. If you're sitting on the chair, you can come up into a more of a tall seat, but keep your eyes heavy. And if you're on your side, just use your arms to push you up, but keep your gaze soft and heavy or your eyes closed. Find a nice, comfortable seated position. Feels good. Draw your palms together, heart center. Take one more breath together. Inhale. And exhale. Draw your palms and your thumbs together, your space between your brow. Seat of intuition. Namaste. Thank you so much for taking this time to be vulnerable and explore these poses and variations in your body and to be brave. I appreciate you being here with us. Tune in for another class and check out everything we have to offer. So nice to see you. See you next time. Thanks.